Hi, I'm Nate with Average Jack Archery and AverageJackArchery.com here in our tethered saddle hunting grit demo area where we have the tree just off to my left here, and we have all the accessories, saddle kits, and everything else. And today I want to go over the accessories that I will never go into the woods without when it comes to saddle hunting. All of the things I'm going to talk about today, you can shop right on our website, AverageJackArchery.com. So if you like any of the products you see and you want to try them out for yourself, go ahead and check them out. The Grit saddle system will come with everything you need to stay safe from the moment you attach to the moment you get up at hunting height. It will come with the saddle with the integrated sewn-on pouches, which is really nice. You don't have to worry about adding them after the fact. It will come with both your alignment and your tether rope, along with the Prusix and the carabiners, as well as a back band that you can use for extra comfort. However, I always like to add an additional lineman's rope or tether rope that I bury somewhere deep in my pouches or I bury in my backpack somewhere. The reason being, you drop one out of the tree, you have to ascend down to go get it, or maybe you accidentally cut it with a broadhead or something scary like that, and it's nice to have a quick and easy replacement. To go along with that rope, I will always carry an extra Prusik tender or two. Now you can choose to ascend with something like a Ropeman or a Mad Rock Safeguard, something that's a mechanical ascender that's fully metal. Nothing wrong with that. I've used those and still do use those as well. However, to eliminate metal and extra weight when I'm trying to throw ropes around a tree or something, I will use a Prusik tender. Now a Prusik tender, I've been making them for a couple of years. I'll drop a link to a video down below on how I make my own. But if you're here at Average Jack Archery and you want me to make them for you, they're just a couple of bucks, and they're happily something you'll want to have in case you break one or lose one when you're out on stand. This guy right here is an absolute must-have, and it is the Hiss strap, or hang your stuff strap, from Tethered, from Grit, and it is inarguably the best saddle hunting commodity that I've ever come across. I hang my grunt tubes, my call, my watch, whatever I want to do, water bottles if it's not too frozen outside. Everything gets hung on this strap. It is completely legal to use in all 50 states. There's no screw-in bow hooks, nothing. Doesn't damage the tree whatsoever. So I can be in and out of the woods. It holds my backpack, plenty of weight retention. Throw in a couple of S-beaner clips and you can hang anything you want from your tree. I used to make my own. I actually have a video, again, I'll link that down in the description below, where I DIY made my own. I had some 2 old ratchet straps. But gosh, the amount of time, effort, and energy I had into that were 28 bucks for this. I'll take this. The last piece is the most tertiary. It's not really for everyone if you don't like the feel, but I think it's a must-have, and that is a set of suspenders. When you have this saddle on and it's fully loaded, you have all your ropes and your calls and your grunt tubes, whatever. Particularly for me, my backpack is fully loaded with camera gear, and so all of my extra saddle hunting gear goes into my saddle and it lives in the dump pouches. So this saddle weighs a pretty good amount, and I walk and ride my e-bike or whatever while wearing my saddle. So to keep it in place, I do love a pair of suspenders. The Grit suspenders have little fold-over clasps, so they always stay looped and hooked into the suspender loops, both front and back. They're fully adjustable, they're nice and elastic, so they're good and soft, and it keeps the saddle exactly where I want it. It allows the weight distribution. Also, when I go to put the saddle on, because of how much weight is in here, I don't have to fuss around trying to hold the belt upright and clip everything together. I throw the suspenders on first, then it keeps the saddle right there. Then I can clip in my leg loops, clip in my waistband. I don't have to be fussing, and particularly if it's dark, it's early, I'm in the public parking lot, standing next to the tailgate of the truck. Just makes my life simpler. And again, for around 28 bucks, I think it's well worth it. Those are my top accessories for saddle hunting, my top tips and tricks, at least as I'm standing here in this corner anyway. If you want to come out and check all the tethered Grit display that we have here in our store, 21 North Front Street in Phillipsburg, you can't miss us. We're right here between the Rolling Theater and the library. Happy to have you come down, demo out a saddle on our tree that we have here in store. If you want to shop our products that I mentioned or anything else I didn't that you see on the wall, AverageJackArchery.com. We can ship anywhere we need to in the lower 48. Hope you're able to get outside, enjoy a sport of archery. Archery hunting, definitely, if you so choose. Definitely enjoy God's beautiful creation. Stay safe while you climb. Lineman's belt, both up and down. And we'll get to see you next time.